So that's the Alpha Motion Nova Cat, which is really, really clever. And that's the next model down Nova Cat with no conditioner. Monster of a double row rake. So, Potternger have changed from UJs to Digifinger, like Coon, Krone, and all the others, which is very, very interesting. Also, tine guards, tine catchers, so you don't lose them, they just rattle a bit. That's changed on their head, isn't it?
Yeah, Digifingers. Usually UJs.
You I like Potternger tethers.
I'm not a fan still.
Still not a fan?
No.
Not until you demo one.
Yeah, they just don't look nice.
It's engineering though, isn't it?
Just don't like the framework.
It's just different engineering.
Yeah, but I'll try anything, but I'm not
convinced until you've seen it.
No.
But just the way that they fix on a flat plate, just the way they fix on a flat plate, they're tines, and everything is easily boltable if you need to put on a spare. It's like the way I see a Potternger tether and quite a few of their bits, it's actually built for a mechanic. So a mechanic, they're so much easier to fix than certain other brands.
So we looked again. They have got Digifingers, but only on the main joints. By the looks of it, the lifting joints. So they've still got the UJs, which I just really don't like at all. So this changes things, doesn't it? Makes our ironbot look like a Tonka toy.
It is. That is a very impressive, very, very large grass harrow, or tine harrow. Doesn't have to be used for grass, don't get me wrong. Huh?
That is beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, Potternger drills. Big tank cedar.
No attention.
What you found?
I haven't actually seen this. You're probably watching this and going, well, that's been on there for years. Well, I haven't seen this.
Yeah.
And I love this idea. You're just letting the machine do its job. I think that's clever. They go nuts.
So, this is Potternger crop weeder, which works as shown. So, you save on spray, and it rips out pretty much all your weeds between your rows. So, another little cool concept. And then you can have an overseeding tank on it as well. So as you go through, you can either overseed or possibly even just drop something like slug pellets, maybe. Elho. So this is a front rake, doing front linkage. So then you'd sweep your swore in to your baler that way. And then this is a bigger one for trails. I don't know if it's on full extension, possibly, not sure. But yeah, different rake concept. See a lot of these used in the US when I'm watching YouTube. Something awesome on the Elho stand is their idea on the forager, and they've got a cross conveyor on it. So the forager just sits permanently behind the tractor, doesn't swing out the side, stays in line, and then this conveyor lifts up hydraulically for travel. So it transports like that. That is a big forager, and it is a clever bit of kit. Something we have thought about, and still thinking about it, aren't we?
Yeah.
If we could have, if I rotate, actually you're going to have to rotate with me, a spreader bale, but we require bigger size, don't we? Because then we could take our bin that you'll see from our factory, pour that in a spreader bale, but we can then go and direct that better for basically bedding up our cattle. It'll be dusty, but we can direct it where we want it rather than just tip it or shake it roughly where we want it. and we wouldn't have to open doors and stuff. So it is something we're sort of thinking about, but we need to make some sort of serious screen for it, don't we?
Yeah, it needs to be higher, 100%.
Yeah. But I see they've got a new one, so obviously they can spread sideways. So as looking on the picture, it gives you a multi-directional spread where you can turn the shoe to just either go sideways, double sideways. It's quite a clever idea actually. But the best thing about the spreaderbale ones is lots of the other straw bedders we've seen have got chain conveyors. They have a belt. So for the material that we want to put in, you've got a belt bringing it all the way to the front, and not just a chain conveyor which is about here, and then you're relying on those slats. What do you think?
Yeah, I do like the concept. I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
And I think with a few alterations, it's something that could work for us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But it worked for loose material, wouldn't it? Rather than just being a full bale.
The way I look at it is, you've got the beaters. Whatever you've got in here is only going one way.
Yeah.
That is out. End of.
Well, the more commonly seen beaters would be that one. That's got a big one actually.
Yeah, isn't it? That's the Maxi. That's the Maxi XL. That's the newest one.
So that's the 4x4.
Yeah, that's the big one. I'm sure that's the biggest one they do.
So you can literally put a Heston through that.
Yeah.
A 4x4, a 3x4. Huh?
You could definitely put a Heston in there.
I reckon so.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. So being able to put a Heston bale through that. That is quite something. So we found Krone. Now we're not going to talk about them. That is very clever. How we'd be able to get a much wider mower with these fold-out end mower blades. And Krone's own autonomous tractor. So why do you want an autonomous tractor? It means you can't drive a tractor, and that's what pretty much we're all here for. That is one of the better ways to fold up tethers, because it's not as long. So it's got its travelling wheels back there, and it folds up tight. What do you think about that fold-up concept? I prefer that fold-up concept than the actual big trailer.
It's compact.
Yeah.
Under 3 metres, and it's well within your track, and you can get it around. It's fine.
Don't you all think that was funny that I asked him a question and he didn't actually know what was behind him?
No, I have no idea.
You had a check.
Not a clue.
And then you saw it, you're like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's really well done.
There's so much going on here, I have no idea anyway.
Do you want to talk about it?
You know what? Still hurts to this day, mate. What a pile of...
Yeah, but have they changed anything?
Yeah. Do you know what the biggest... Do you know what the biggest... Yeah, it is. I don't even know this man, but yes, it is.
Right, just so have a look and see what they've changed. Right, go.
On the one we had a massive... Can you remember the board, or the light board and everything was connected?
Yeah.
And it was bolted on here.
Yeah.
Go over and it went down like an arch.
Yeah.
That is what used to bend all the time. Because it was
Driver error.
Bend all the time, and when you didn't know when it would fold up, it's fine. When it would fold up, that didn't know what to do, and very often that would just go onto the floor and bend your number plate and your lights. It was an absolute waste of time. I see that that's gone now.
They still got the double step ram,
They've still got that. That's crap.
which is
Yeah.
where you've got a small bit of ram.
Never liked that because it never understand what it wanted to do. There was too many. Don't get me wrong. This might have totally changed because when we bought ours, it was literally just come out.
Well, they've put the reflectors down in behind it. Yeah. So that's in here
actually,
rather than this great big section that come over the top.
I never understood why they had it.
But again, really, this is designed for great big, flat, open, 200, 380 feet.
Going on to what I previously said when we looked at other tethers here, it's got a curtain. I hate the curtain because all that does is mound your outside rail. If you're doing silage and all that, it doesn't matter, you're going to bring that in anyway, but it doesn't work for us.
It's better having kick-outs where you can kick it back in, but it's fluffing into level.
Because no matter whether you kick that back in, you've still got that lump there.
Yeah. Now, for some things that are pretty good, I'm not going there. Big spread balers. Yeah, good. The pelleting machine
very clever.
is unbelievably clever. We're going to have a little fun around in a second. And then the multi-pack baler, where you can split your bale within a bale.
That's clever as well.
What technology that is. Just the sheer way that for servicing needs, you can just pull the whole door outwards. It's not going up out the way because it's got that for the string box, which is also connected to the door. Look at the flywheel on the pelleter and that big belt. There's the big wheel, which basically crop gets pressed in the pellets and ends up in the back. Tank for dust. Well, big wall tank. And once your pellets are made, you've got this great big off conveyor for loading wagons, trailers, whatever. Krone have used them for years. Or slide conveyor, and that's on a combi. And I've not seen belts, but what they've done on the belt baler is they've got this big wide middle belt and then two smaller outer belts. Now this, I've got to admit, is a great bit of kit. Apart from those of you that watch the channel know that I'm not the biggest keen person on the mowers. I don't know how much movement these would have. What's your thoughts of bigger?
100%. We'd definitely have one.
We definitely have one?
Yeah, if we could write the jack out and have enough money to write the jack out, we would definitely have one, I think.
But it wouldn't cut any better than what we've already got.
Oh no, but it'd be a big end though, wouldn't it?
It'd be a big end.
But let's be honest, in all seriousness though, there's a lot of kit to be sat around doing nothing in it. I mean, because you've still got, you've got powertrain just sat around doing nothing really.
Yeah. It's not being exercised all the time.
No.
Best thing, well, your goal on this, like tractors, if they're being used all the time, they're less likely to go wrong.
Exactly that.
If they're sat stationary, like combines, everyone always has to service
It's a lot of money. I mean, you have to do some acres a season to make that pay.
Yeah.
Unless you bought an old second-hand one that's been already
we did look at it, but it just doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
And we're spending the amount of time that we have with the mowers.
You could go and buy a lovely brand new, say JCB Fast Track, a set of mowers you wanted, and still walk away with a load of change, and still go and buy something else.
But the amount of time we spend the mowers, it's not going to work for us now anyway, because the mowers are designed for great big flatter areas, and that's not what we have.
That's not for us.
Krone now. When you're doing good maize and you're having a good crop, then all right.
Yeah, very often mine, is it?
You can now raise your cab right up and the chute and work over the top and see what you're doing. Agronic is the company. Here's another front rake, which one day, unless it's quite a serious front rake, that can go all the way to the end of that rail on that ram, which I don't know if it gives a 5 metres either side. So that is just like a lady rotund, but bigger dishes. Nylon, great big nylon poles which are acting like tines. Cool little 3D system with contouring wheels.
It's all working, isn't it?
But generally, I personally think that would follow better than the ones we saw at Elho earlier. That is a very interesting bit of kit. The front end of an orcal maize baler. So obviously your side tray parks in here, tips, and you get a product like this, which they've given us like a little cap so you can have a look. It smells amazing. And it goes all the way through here to produce a bale. like so. So there are a couple companies now doing the same thing. So being on top of it, there's HRS.
It's like a John Deere.
So there's HRS, but there you get a sort of scope of what's going on. We found ourselves in Shamaz. And Shamaz seemed to change their green colour, which was a bit more of a lime green colour, and they've changed everything. But they look really awesome. They look absolutely awesome, to be honest. Farmer Phil, if you're watching this, you'd be in Shamaz heaven. You, if anyone hasn't already subscribed to Farmer Phil's channel, you should, because it is a bloody good channel and he's got a lot going on. But Farmer Phil, if you've got anything more on the wish list, Shamaz, the black and green, looks amazing. And something again I'm looking at is these front rotor rakes. So obviously this is back to the concept like the one we looked at earlier, but wider. So pick up on that would feed round baler, square baler quite well. And they've got a bloody great 14-star tether, which is pretty massive, to be honest. And the rake, which is what caught our attention, the hub on that looks solid. And some companies have started going back away from the 3 wheels, one there, and then one at the back. I like the fact they've put double on the back, so there's more movement left and right. This is what I mean in Shamaz colour. They used to be green and white. The black looks awesome. Wherever you look at it, it just looks angry. It looks like it wants to go to work, doesn't it?
It's a nice gear. Nice gear.
I just can't help myself going around and looking a bit more of this black and green. Even they've now put out a merger, and that is a bit of a unit. But we've gone black rims, black paint, a bit of chrome here and there. I want to kind of describe them as like the bad boys of agriculture now, just the colour scheme. But yeah, I would highly recommend anyone go look at it, because it is, from what I'm thinking Shamaz was, which is like, you know, the older Shamaz, I'm starting to think it looks way stronger. What do you think, sir?
I really quite like it. Yeah.
It does.
I can see why Farmer Phil went for it.
Yeah, 100%.
I really can. It's nice stuff.
Like, I've always spoken to Phil about Phil in these because he's got them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't blame him because it looks hell of a strong. And the fact they've changed the black curtain looks amazing.
I'm guessing they've had a rebrand.
Yeah.
But no, it looks really nice. Nice stuff.
Well, that's the end of this video. If you haven't yet done so, please
subscribe.
there's going to be one more. We'll see you in the next one.
See you later.